Radiant team ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 3 of the Special 3 series in the Epicenter Qualifiers here between Navi and Danish pairs. The first series actually, the EU and CIS division. And it's been a good series so far. Danish pairs with a very solid game 1 victory. Navi kind of found themselves in game number 2, took that in a similar fashion. And now we're on to the final and deciding match here to decide who will move on in the upper bracket and who will drop down to the lower bracket. Pretty much as the first thing to do in this tournament. We shall find out. My name is Dragon Drop, bringing you this game. I'm joined by Ryo Borus. How are you doing? How are we doing, man?
Better than you. You almost died there. Jeez.
Yeah, God. It's okay. Yeah, my last words are casting words.
Famous
I'm happy.
last words. Do you know what's that from? Do you know the Black Parade?
I do not know.
It's talking about the band.
Radiant team pick.
Alright. It's like an American thing. No, it's just a American band thing. It's fine. It's fine, Dragon Drop. You don't have to know anything at all. It's fine.
I know plenty of things. Just
I'm just kidding. You know more than me, probably. That's for sure.
I don't know everything that there's to know about the American pop culture. I'll admit to that. But hey, neither do you, I would say.
I mean, I don't know anything about.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know about the presidential.
Ryo Borus doesn't know anything.
You know what I did? I knew that Trump was going to get elected to as a president. That's why I came over and lived in America. I mean, in Europe. Jeez.
Definitely a wise decision.
Yeah, I'm in Europe now, and that's why I left. I knew Trump or Hillary Clinton was going to be president. That's that's not looking good for America. That's to say the least. But
yeah. Yeah, well, it's probably a decision for another time, as the Night Stalker is being picked up by the Danish pairs here. Interesting first pick, actually. What are you thinking about where this hero is at right now? I mean, we see him pop up every now and then, but really all that often.
10 seconds.
yeah, I'm curious to see where they lane it, because sometimes we even see it as a support. He just picks up the Iron Talon Tango and just goes into the jungle, and I think it's really good when you're able to do that. And it's kind of like having an Enigma, but at the same time you're obviously not going to have the pushing power that Enigma does. You can keep up a little bit with the levels. Like say the Enigma is like 5, you'll be like 3.5, 4. But once that first nighttime comes around, you can just go around the map and put so much pressure on the lanes at the first nighttime. And I think it's just really good overall when you have a hero like that. Once you can just put all the pressure out, it's kind of like the bounty hunter. It's kind of like an earth spirit. You just go around killing people. It's just all about the timing. So if you don't have the levels on the Night Stalker, then you're pretty much screwed, right? And then if you don't have the farm, you can't get up to this fast Ags. But it can work. It can definitely work.
And yeah, it's a good point that you brought up with the Iron Talon. It's one of these extra tools that you have now that you didn't have before, that kind of enables you to bide your time when it's daytime in the jungle, right? Try and farm that up, stay out of trouble. Then once you get nighttime, you have some levels, you have something to fall back on. You haven't wasted your time during the day just trying to soak experience from a lane. You've got something solid to fall back on. And well, Night Stalker is a hero that is good pretty much half the game. A little bit more, obviously, with his ultimate, but when he's good, he's really, really good. And if you can exploit that, then it should be gold in the game. We'll find out, but Navi, they picked themselves up the Witch Doctor again, so obviously strong support, as solid as it gets, and a Tide Hunter as well for presumably the offlane.
Yeah, interesting to see Tide Hunter picked up here, because Night Stalker it's so against it. I want to talk about the hero again, because if you have the Ags on the Night Stalker, then Tide, you're forced to kind of have this smoke, and then you can have this huge Ravage once it breaks, and then you blink in. But at the same time, if you don't have the Greaves or something to cancel out the silence from Night Stalker, then he can just come in at you, crippling fear you, and you're not going to be doing anything for that full like 6, 7, duration at
10
nighttime
seconds
silence,
remaining.
and it could be very bad for the Tidehunter not getting off the Ravage in the team fights. And well, the Invoker was picked up here by the Danish Bears, and obviously they learned last time what Dendy can do with a Death Prophet. I'm glad to see that banned. And Lycan ban, obviously they don't want to get, snowballed upon, but they're still Ditya's hero. And that has to be Ursa Warrior. And it's on the Dire side this time once again. The Navi loves running Ursa Warrior on Dire side, so they could potentially run that again. Oh, okay. Instead, we're gonna get a lone druid.
That's also Bear, so close enough, I suppose.
Thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah, with the Danish Bears, I mean, they banned pretty much the entire lineup from Navi from the last game in their
Oh, yeah.
bans. They just didn't want to
That's
deal with
funny.
any of that. But the Lone Druid is the closest thing that's still in pool to some really heavy push. I guess Wisp Tiny would also would dish out a similar amount of damage to towers later down the line, comparable to the Bear, but obviously a little bit of a different strat around that. But this Lone Druid, do you know how Navi run it? I mean, it can be run in 1, or it can also be run in an offlane position.
Got Bear versus Bear action. I think they're gonna run it as safe lane. I don't think General plays the hero at all. So most likely it's going to be safe lane. Tidehunter into the off lane. Still need Dindy's hero in the mid lane.
Do you think they could actually get away with kind of putting together an aggressive tri lane? Like pick up a Vengeful Spirit now together with the Witch Doctor and the Lone Druid?
Not really. Maybe they could leave the Lone Druid solo, or they could run dual lanes. Like Witch Doctor, Tidehunter off lane, and then Lone Druid plus something top. But I don't think there's any reason to go tri lanes when you can get away with dual lanes. It's kind of like having your supports rotate around, get the runes, go wherever you can get a kill, or help, not feed.
Yeah.
You don't want General to be feeding too much, but okay, there we go. I was thinking Enigma could be another hero here. This is something that EG and a lot of teams kind of did at the major. Tide plus Enigma. Complexity ran this quite a few times, and it had a lot of success. It's just so much team fight, and it's gonna be very hard for the Danish Bears to really fight into this with 2 melee heroes already onto the Enigma. They're gonna have to.
10 seconds remaining.
What if they're gonna get a Venge here or something to really help out? But if you get the Venge
5 seconds remaining.
in this situation, you might not have enough for the Lone Druid.
I almost feel like
Okay,
they
there we
could have picked up Rubik to kind of try and turn Navi's own weapons up against them a little bit. It would be hard to pull off, I think, but could have done a trick here. Instead, they go for the Bounty Hunter to try and annoy the Enigma early on.
Yeah, we were thinking late game, and then Danish Bears were thinking early game. That's probably better where you want to focus your attention. The problem though is Night Stalker is going into that off lane role now. Like, you're forcing him to go there, and Bounty Hunter's kind of like on mid duty plus Enigma duty. Like, well, if I can get a kill mid, if I can kill the courier, I'll go mid. Basically, I'm just gonna make sure Enigma doesn't get a free lane or free time, and that's a really good idea too. So he doesn't have a fast mech. They can't just group up with these huge mech, Enigma, Tide, all these huge spells. So it could be really good for them. And then Danish Bears. Curious to see what their last hero is going to be. It's going to be a good support hero. Navi, I assume the same. So what heroes are really left in the pool? Disruptor banned out. Venge, I think it's just too much single target focus for the Danish Bears, but it would be really nice to have that for Enigma. Navi, maybe they want to pick up
5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, mid hero for Dindy. My bad. I'm going crazy.
For DB, I think maybe you're baiting now. I mean, it would be good against the Bear. Just kind of trying to annoy him early on. Have that 2 decent disabled, or at least
I think Puck for Dindy. You think Puck for Dindy?
Could be, yeah. I mean, if you want to go all on T-Pad, maybe Queen of Pain actually. Because right now they have a lot of control, but they're gonna go for the Puck. Ah, too bad. But yeah, I feel like they could end up lacking in the damage department though if the Lone Druid doesn't get his items up quickly enough. If the Witch Doctor can't get these Death Wards out.
Yeah, they're. They're kind of all. It's kind of like the 4 protect 1 strategy right now, where they're gonna put a lot of space in trying to
10
put all the
seconds
pressure onto the
remaining.
lone druid here for Ditya, and they're just gonna try to get him
5
up to his
seconds
fast Midas,
remaining.
fast radiance, and then they're gonna group up, and then they're gonna have this huge, massive
Reserve
DPS coming out
flag.
from the lone druid, and then a huge team fight coming out for Navi. Or Danish Bears, they're doing a really good job. I really like their draft this time around, and we would have never guessed that in a million years. So this is a hero that's seen a lot of support play recently, though. And against the Lone Druid Bear, it's insanely good, especially when they're trying to go high ground. You just put the Sun Ray on top of it, it melts the bear, and you only have 2 bears to work with at times, so it could be a very big problem. Phoenix, there's not too many things to really counteract it this game. It's all on the Lone Druid targeting the hero. So I really like this a lot. And then they're kind of doing what we're talking about. Night Stalker going into maybe the jungle here. So this is kind of like leaving Ursa all alone now for the Tidehunter. That's the problem. You're going to give a lot of levels now to General, but at the same time, if you can get the Bounty Hunter some kills, Night Stalker and
10
Phoenix
seconds
levels,
remaining.
this could be really good. So it's like greed versus greed. Who's going to outwin?
5 seconds remaining.
Outgreed.
That is the question here.
All right,
Definitely,
it's this question. You have to answer it. Dang it, Dragon Drop. Who's going to win this game?
You're
Stop
the expert
dodging.
here. Play will play. I just call the action as it is. You're
Nah,
the
you-
expert here. You're supposed to tell me. But
Prepare
I hate
for
predictions,
battle.
dude.
I hate
hate
prediction.
predictions.
I'm, I'm human too. I'm wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Chat knows it. I'm stupid. Yeah, it's no, but all right, I'll answer first for you. Is that fine?
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
All right, you can't play devil's advocate though. So you have to agree with me. No, okay, but
Just I don't even know what's going on, man.
I think
It's
I don't know. Honestly, I'm kind of torn between the lineups just because I like Danish Bears. Their attempt to outgreed Navi and what they're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna say Danish Bears wins this because they're gonna shut down the Enigma and he's not gonna have a good time and
30
he's not gonna be able to get the
seconds to
fast mechanism that he wants, and then they're just gonna win the team fights for Danish Bears.
yeah. I feel like the lineup is very solid that they can make use of that first and second nighttime and pile on the pressure, because if you think about Bounty Hunter and if you think about his impact against Enigma, just be careful not to get caught out when there's like a bunch of Eidolons on the fields. Maybe he's slowed down and then he just gets right-clicked really quickly, right? If he gets caught off guard by that, it
The
might
battle
actually
begins.
reach the opposite effect of what he wants to do. like
Yeah,
delay
I didn't get the
mechanisms.
rune.
Oh, there we go. I don't know. I've seen these big team fight lineups fail so often that it's kind of hard for me to say Navi. But at the end of the day, it's Navi. They're coming in with momentum
Yep.
to this game too, and they're on comfort heroes here. Dandy on the puck, definitely no stranger. So I'm just gonna give it to them here. If you really want an answer out of me.
Ah. No, I think Navi is, looking a little bit stronger considering how the state of the last game is. Mid lane's already starting off really good for Dindy here, just because he's got 0 CS on the first wave. Obviously, the deny from Enigma is very annoying. Snako realizing this, he's gonna go into the enemy jungle, or his own side, the right side here, and he's gonna be getting some levels. But yep, he's gonna be aware of this. Noe, yeah. Steal that EXP. Kill that Eidolon.
I might be able to actually kill the big guy. Comes it right? No, not quite.
No.
He was soaking some of that experience, and that's all you're really looking for. But yeah, this Phoenix offlane trying to trade hits with a Witch Doctor. Exactly the easiest thing to do with the 60 damage that he does, and now Cass not bouncing, but Nasty Joe does have that.
First blood!
What? Do you? Okay.
I saw it.
What?
He didn't cast the fire of fairies.
Like, what? He didn't eat the fairy fire, didn't cast Icarus Dive, he was just
Oh, not again.
giving it
Bounty
away. General
Hunter.
ended up dying down here, Bounty Hunter, what's he doing, yeah?
He missed the
Missed another
last
one.
hit on the creep again. It's so
He's going for
depressing.
the Alliance now, but he has to be careful. But these will expire in a moment, though. But yeah, General Soma ended up dying down in bottom lane as well. I mean, just too much slowed by Ace, who went for that Orb of Venom to try and keep on target.
That's the problem now, though. Ace doesn't have any regen, so sure he got the kill on General, but this frees up a lot of space for him to punish. So Ace now, if that would have been first blood, that would have been huge, because then he could have bought his Morbid Mask or something, and he could have had the lifesteal. But this is still really good for him, pulling back the lane here. It's going to help out a lot. Then he picks up the Invis Rune top lane. Going to be rotating back in. They still have this sentry down, so they know where he is.
Be able to do much with it, yeah. Also not quite having the bottle yet. At the very least, take it away from Pigman check. Different control, a bit of safety. And speaking of safety, it's around its one position alone druid, doing quite well actually, sitting on top of the last hit shot. Oh, Sonego again.
Oh,
yeah,
bottom lane,
just dragging him.
General.
Gonna go again. What the hell, Ace? Is he gonna die to this? Yes, he is. Wow.
That's good though for him. He gets a lot of EXP. Sure, he feeds over 149 gold to the Tidehunter, but he had to go back to base some way, shape, or form.
How does he only give 180 golds, or it was? He gets 300 for his own kill.
Yeah.
Dota, please.
Please.
Alright. But yeah, it's still alright, right? He's gonna be back to full health and full mana now too.
It's funny because he's losing out on the CS here against General.
That's just the Titan effect. He's gonna go again, trying to harass him out. It's not a whole...
He's doing it again.
Well, the slow will be purged out by the Kraken Shell, so Ace can't really commit too much further. Once again now, it's... almost feel like he could have done better bringing an extra self home. He has to manage through pretty much all those tankers to get back up to full health once again.
Oh, Bounty Hunter, poor guy, he has no more mana. Well, if he gets a regen rune here, I quit. That's the only time you want a regen rune so badly.
I've been lucky every once in a while, just have nothing to play with, then regen rune and say, yep, we can actually keep fighting. This time has a DD, still has to go back to base, I suppose, yeah. Could have had one more invis. All that you can do with that alone.
Top lane
Joe
there.
now being forced out, yeah.
Yeah. It's really good pressure being put on, so he doesn't get free last hits at the tower. It's nighttime. We haven't talked about it. It's...
Oh yeah. SDF with that Iron Talon, now he has his level 4, which is pretty good timing. Now goes for the Void onto Digirad, the bear's dead, try and help. The Sunray comes out as Noya TPing in. And quite slow anyone down, is still on the hunt. At least they should be able to bring down the bear. Nice little cask, bouncing between everyone, and actually the Icarus
gonna kill the bear
goes
at least.
behind the Phoenix. But yeah, the bear go down, 300 gold, extra gold for ASDF. I believe he was the one picking that up.
It gives a lot of EXP too. I mean, never overlook the EXP of the bear. And that helps out a lot for the Night Stalker. We talked about it, the Bounty Hunter. Once he gets level 6, we saw how much work he put in the first game.
Oh yeah.
Hestia Joe needs to be very careful. Okay. Doesn't have boots yet. He kind of needs to buy them from the side shop, but it's too far away. And his dive is down.
Oh no, Noya! That is not something, not a place we expect to Courage to be sniped right there.
Yeah,
Went
but
for the
look at this.
backstab.
They have this ward deep in the jungle. Maybe it's scouted out. He knew exactly where to go. Oh, that's...
It was the Midas recipe as well for Didya. That is so huge actually. It would have been a 5.5 minute Midas, but now it's gonna be 3 minutes later.
Oh man, if they win this game just because of that or something.
Oh god,
Oh, here we go,
now
the
being slowed
dives.
down, still nighttime, ACF does have another slow, does have a silence, but the castle comes out, bounces between the creeps though. Should still be able to bring it down, especially with Test Joe coming in. A fair fire, this is Sunray. ACF gets
Oh,
right
it's
in. There's the
tangled.
root though, okay. Gonna be enough here, there's no Icarus staff to get him out of trouble. Bear needs a couple extra right clicks. Digirad himself, he's too far away, then he comes in to clean up the kill, commits a call for it. But Digirad, nice little bear summon.
Alright.
Actually block off Noya. He is invis, so they don't have detection, and oh, nice juke there. That orb. So Noya should be able to survive here, so making it a 1-for-1 trade. Target level 5 now, and bounty onto almost level 4.
Yeah, but this is just so good at the end of the day. They're putting out a lot of pressure at nighttime. They're causing Dindy rotate over, and it's just a kill for a kill, but still freeing up space for the Ursa bottom lane to really wreck the Tide. You can see the last hit differential. It's only like 7, but General's forced back into these stackings of the Ancients, and the Enigma. He's been completely shut down from Seneko, and he's not going to have a fast time mech. It's going to be online at like 15 minutes, so this opens up a lot of possibilities for the Bear squad to put a lot of pressure on. They also had Phoenix almost level 6 here, and if he can learn how to last hit against like this huge army of creeps, I mean, it's not his fault. But
Middle lane now, smoke up from ACF to Neuer. They find Dandy here with the cold snap with the stance of everyone. Sunstrike not even needed, but hits also on the stat. That should be a secondary kill.
Oh.
ACF no problem committing for that. Still Knight and another Void. Snacks that kill up and like that. And add another 2 to the tally. Neuer a little bit closer to the level 6. Same for Night Stalker. Let's try and be aggressive during the daytime if necessary. It's just all going right. This is all going according to plan for DB right now. Ace is also still farming. And the bottom lane has that Morbid Mask, so it can go for Roche pretty damn soon.
it's gonna be very interesting how the Roche plays a part of this game. If the Ursa, oh, top lane, Ditya, oh
Let's
no,
get slowed
buddy.
down. Yeah, Cannon goes into his tanky form, but as he goes there with Sunray, doing quite a bit of damage with nice Savage Roll, cancelling that one. Sunstrike! He gets it during the transformation. Snipes are real. Penguin check this time around with a much better time on this Invoker than last game. At least the
I
courier
mean,
has
like you said,
respawned, and he'll
every
get the
single
Midas
thing
once
is
he gets
going
back
right.
there. Yes. God.
But
And what can Navi do to try and counteract this pressure, this momentum that DB has right now?
well, he's gonna get his Midas now finally for Ditya, poor guy. Oh,
Dire's top tower.
and there we go. That hurt the Lone Druid so much. He could have been up to probably say 1,500 gold right now, somewhere up there. But it's just hurting a lot. He could have had a lot more extra roots in the last team fight too. Never know, but this is just, you want to kind of, oh, look at Dindy. I'm trying to figure out what Dindy is so poor right now. We haven't even talked about 22. Come on, Dragon Job. You're supposed to be paying attention to this mid lane. 22 CS compared to 55.
Just so much action, everyone else. Can't really
I know.
blame him for that.
I didn't even see it. This completely crushed Dindy. He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He's gonna have treads in a little time at the very least. But
Oh, there we go.
hang on,
They found him,
Ace
General.
going for Roche, General found him, but now it might be just in trouble. Just off the slow, but it's not gonna be enough. Ace fast enough for these face bits to catch up, and now he has some support. Everyone else
I
already
had
in
double ward.
too.
Secure that Roche.
Is under attack.
Well, Dennis here puts in the orb, but they can't really go in. They have all their ultimates except for the Witch Doctor. Oh god, so they go. Never mind, scratch that. Don't have the black hole anymore. The cask not doing what they need either. For the Sunray heal, Ace is in good shape. Finish up this Roche, get the Aegis on top of himself.
This is looking really, really grim. This should be like a 4K gold swing, like 4K net worth advantage right now at 10 minutes for DB. They're doing so good. They have track online now because they got those 2 kills. Alright, Navi. How do you get back into this game?
Radiant's
It's
top tower is under attack.
I'm not even sure. There's not even like a wombo combo-ish. Like there's no Darkseer in like vacuum into the Enigma ulti. You're just gonna have to hope you can hit like a 5-man Ravage and then you get like a 2 or 3-man Black Hole. But yeah, with Disney being so far behind, getting tracked right now, it's looking very grim. He needs to have a Blink Dagger to really initiate.
But this way it looks like Ace's Blink Dagger will be closer than Danny's. Then he just finished up the treads, doesn't have a lot of gold going for it, with 1500, 16, 1700 gold now actually. On the Ursa, as they do claim the tower. Middle lane will be saved, those Snake and Ditch around, front lines, there's the Black Hole. A couple of Furious Generals still there, and comes on top of him, trying to get the Ravage up, there it is. Seneko might end up dying here. At the very least, at the Aegis being triggered, Seneko will be nuked down. Same for the Bear, that's a big target, and yeah, that's all the juice. All their spells being thrown out, but where was the damage? It just wasn't there. Now they just run everyone down in daytime, mind you. Another 4 kills going the way of the Danish Bears. They said it's looking grim. Now it's looking straight up dark.
I'm trying to find some lights. It's just pitch black right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the silver lining is the Phoenix buying back there, but that was just really good play all around coming in from DB. They understand they can take the fight really easily when they have the Aegis. And if Phoenix had popped that egg earlier, they would have lost nobody. That's the worst part. They have that online, no black hole now. They need to be very careful.
Well, ACF and the high unit is nighttime now, so give you more to play with. There's the sun coming out of the Girard trying to deal with it here, but Invoker with the combo just brings it down. ACF kind of annoying everyone else in the backline, pops his little bit for an extra vision advantage. Arsa and Denny kind of have to run back to base. There's not a whole lot they can do. General trying to be the tanky guy in the front line. But he's just being kited, can't really finish anyone off now. Track will be perched up at a Kraken shell actually, but it's just a matter of time until he still dies. And Denny, last one standing, another 4-man wipe. DB, they dropped low this time, but they didn't have any casualties whatsoever. Look at the gold advantage too now with the tracks.
Yeah, and they have Mechanism online. That's the worst part. This is like pubs all over again. Once you feed the bounty hunter at like the 8-minute mark, right when he starts getting that level 6, he just has the fastest Mechanism in the world. Like 1 or 2 track kills, and it feels like he has a mech. And this time he's had like 4 or 5 or something insane. So Na'Vi, I don't think they've gotten a kill, and besides the Phoenix in like the last 10 minutes or something. It's looking very grim.
Yeah. And
we just have to hope everything is on Ditya right now. And General, let's look at him. We haven't talked about him much besides just feeding to the Ursa. He's 1 and 5. And he has this ancient stack, but even if he clears this out, he's not getting close to any item.
What is he gonna buy that turns us around? I mean, he got the Ravage off on pretty much everyone. It didn't matter. They need damage, but they don't have it right now. They need the bear to really get huge. This is the one big physical damage dealer that can really benefit all of that lockdown. But Bear finished the Midas 3 minutes late thanks to the sniper, and he doesn't have any right now. He's getting closer to the Radiance build up by the looks of it here. 2.3k now. But I feel like it may just come too late. DB, when can they go high ground? What do you think?
Radiant's bottom tower.
I'm just waiting for the entangle, sorry, and then watching General die.
Taking out the Ravage, but it would have been a waste. Would have saved him, more than likely.
I was having a moment of silence for General's grave, but go high ground probably after next Roche. It seems to be the timing. At least take out one of the tier 2s in the bottom lane, that's for sure. And then this tier 1 tower is going to be dead. And probably just take them all. Invade the jungle, have Night Stalker with eggs soon, get a gem, and then there's just, you can find Na'Vi to their base. Dendi has probably the best rune right now to make something happen. He needs to go now.
He's doing it. Silence was the corner 2. Cast comes out. Bounce back to a creep, all things. Bounce between the creeps. That was so unlucky. Art style. Damage from Sunray, but they should all be fine. That was initiation down, not quite working out the way they wanted. Maybe they just shrug it off. They say, alright, coil down. Silence down, Deathport down, sure. Just push.
Yeah, that's...
Oh yeah, nice. They're looking for the art style. Cast comes out, will only hit once. Now, here comes the tracks. They still have the Ravage, they still have the Black Hole. Still have secondary bear, and 20 seconds at the very least. General caught with the cold snap in the front. Sunray, will he just end up falling to this? He might. Sunstrike off the mark to retreat. And it's just goes up with a blink. Mechanism done on the bounty as he mentions. Phoenix looks like he might be going for that late Midas. Pigment check, haven't talked too much about him, but he went for the Boots of Travel build, so a lot of mobility, a lot of split push.
Yeah, Ping went for the drums and securing just even more last hits, ensuring a lot of more mobility in the team fights when you don't even need it, damn it. You have Bounty Hunter with tracks, and then the Night Stalker running at you. Oh my god, it's so scary. Top it off, you have Ace with the Massive Madness. There you go.
There's a fight to find Noya, but there's help on the way. Ravage will have to come up soon, but there's already Sun going the Black Hole. Ravage comes, look at the damage here. Ping check was able to get out anyway. The Sun will explode. Na'Vi will die, and they are back to the fountain for good this time. Bear still on the run. Ace trying to lock it down. There it is. He has a Badger.
Yeah, he has a Badger.
Crying out loud. 16 minutes in, Ace picks up a basher of the blink phase and the Mask of Natus. Oh damn.
They really needed to pop the Ravage as Hestia Joe was diving in.
Yeah.
And so he couldn't get off the egg. Because we talked about it. Once you get the egg off, it's over. It's just over. They had a good black hole, but it was canceled out 2 seconds later. What can you do?
21-5. It is daytime right now after the ultimate ends. So, Oshan, when's that gonna come up? And what's
They
time?
also were fighting. They were also fighting. You see the sword here? Like they were also fighting without that much vision. They were like just going up on the high ground. It was nighttime. They got some tracks already. So.
Yep. Well, Ace is trying to take this ancient stack, actually go to Pingman check that Navi hasn't even found yet. Now, might lose a couple extra heroes here. They have the track on Soneko. That should be an easy target. No black hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. Ouch. All I can say to that one.
That was brutal. Brutal.
So is this just an outdraft, or is this just DB executing exceptionally well?
I want to say not necessarily an outdraft. It's just I expected everything to happen this way, where you would have Enigma getting like a late mechanism 14 minutes in. You would have then your Bounty Hunter as well as your Night Stalker already level 6 or whatever they needed to. And then Artstyle's dead. But this is... It's just... It would be all on Ditya once he gets the Radiance to really come back, and for General to not have as rough a time as bottom lane as he did. That's just kudos to Ace for playing amazing, putting on the pressure when he knows he can. I mean, the Fury swipes are just so annoying to deal with, especially against the Tide. Can't really, you know, cracking that off, so.
Ace is 9-1-2 on the Suicide Warrior, and if you remember, the 1 kill was the tower shooting him down on the retreat. So Navi hasn't really been able to account for him. They haven't really been able to account for anything really, despite the big team fight ultimates. And now we have Invoker with that Aghanim Scepter and level 3 in the Invoke, so very fast spell rotations. They even find General here, thanks to Neuer. Track comes out, couple of right clicks into Trick, Ace coming in. I think the track was put shots, it's not track kill, but it's hardly matters it. Axe now on Night Stalker, it's just going from bad to worse here. Here's Axe Gem, 19 minutes in, 19 and a half. Goodbye map control, goodbye vision.
Then he just needs to have his Blink Dagger at this stage. That's all that needs to be said, really. I mean, it's just so hard to play in the mid lane when you have the Bounty Hunter constantly roaming around. Invoker inherently does a lot better than Puck. He can outlast him very easily. And if you're not getting the runes constantly as a Puck, you're just screwed.
Yeah. Well, they do have the Radiance now, as they try and secure the side. It's only Ace and ACF here for the time being, so they could have taken that fight, though would have been able to catch up. But the thing is, with that Radiance on a bear, it's great. Obviously, it's still a decent timing actually, 20 minutes in. But it's like an Arca Radiance, right? Or like an anti-mage Battle Fury. It's not a fighting item. It just starts the timer. It starts the timer where the items are gonna come up much more quickly for Navi's bear. But
bear
right
down.
now, DB, they still have so much
bear
to work
down.
with. There it is. Goodbye.
Bottom lane.
Sunray. Yeah, there it is. Did you see that animation? He was here, and then he like fell back here.
Did he? I didn't
Yeah.
get to see it.
They're so weird. I don't know. But yeah, an easy 300 gold, and a bear on cooldown for another 100 seconds. Aghanim Scepter now on Ursa. X Gaming coming out from DB right now.
Yeah, this is... I think it's really good. You can get out of all the stuns that are coming in. You can't get out of the Black Hole. You can get out of the Ravage. You can get out of the Entangle. You can't get out of the Silence, and that's the biggest problem with going for the Ags Ursa. Obviously, it lowers the cooldown, which helps out tremendously when you want to keep fighting. So it's amazing here when you have the Bounty Hunter and the Night Stalker. But like I said, it's no BKB. It doesn't help with the silences, and that could be the biggest thing. If Dindy can get off a good silence, that'll help out a lot. But it's not enough when he has an Aegis too. So
The economy just looks so great for DB. I mean, if you look at the net worth distribution, the only one that's even close, then not even that close, up to the top of the net worth chart is the Midas Bear. Let's not do it. Everyone else below everyone, below the lowest farmer on side of DB, that would be the Phoenix, and he has pretty much everything he needs. He's working on Shiva's guard now. That plate mail of his, but everyone else just has so much to work with. And Voka at the top has Blink, Boots of Travel, as well as Drums of Endurance, so max mobility. Agnum Scepter on top. Helped out by Natus. Once again, back to the question, what do Navi do? I mean, they're not even getting farm right now because they're being choked in their own base. They can't go out. Because the vision is there for DB to just know about it whenever Navi chooses to do so. And they can just drag them down.
Bottom tower is under attack.
yeah, Seneko, I think he's realized that the situation, he's gonna need a blink. Oh well, he's not even gonna be able to get
Ace,
his
1,
boots
2,
dead.
3, 4. I just made a miss a hit or two, but cast, nice little cast actually between Ace and ASDF, but might give them enough time to get back out. But now with the buyback, they need something more to happen here. Noya, bit of a late sentry here. Oh god, Ace comes in after the setup there. There's a Raps coming down. Ace has rolls for going, so nothing too much damage. There's the meatball coming in. So they can Danny track down, nowhere to run really. The Enigma going down, Danny obviously he's fucked, so he's kind of hard to chase and bring down, but at the same time there's nothing to do to defend the space now.
That was a nice tornado, kind of canceling out the Ravage there. I mean, it's just all, like small details right now, it's just because they're so far behind. It's Dundee doesn't have buyback. That's
Is this GG already?
yeah, this is GG. You just can't fight this.
Yeah, be cool snapped up. Snap
No.
Troll kind of lays a little bit, but they're gonna go in. Ace doesn't give a damn. He has Aegis. Everyone else also acting like they have Aegises, but Navi, they don't have damage to kill. They don't even have damage to kill Phoenix right now. Don't even have damage to kill the squishy bounty hunter. The Guardian.
I mean, the bear is down for 80 seconds right now. That is a useless hero right now.
It's just sad story in this game is, especially if you're a Navi fan.
You know what's good though is they're so low level that they respawn so fast.
Yay.
You got it.
Then they just
No.
die again.
Run at him.
This is like the Meepo when his respawn time got kind of buffed. When
Oh yeah.
when he respawned faster, thanks to his ultimate or whatever. Then there was this one guy, one comic I believe. I think it was even here the called. I don't know. Edge with his patch note stuff. What's it called? I don't even know. But yeah, the joke was, that was my point, and he can now feed 20% faster. This is what
Yeah,
went up.
you just keep feeding. They're just like sticking in this game. I mean, they just really want to try their best to get one good team fight. I think that's their goal right now. They're just like, all right, guys, look, we know we're against the Nags Night Stalker. We know we're against all this track. We're against the world. Let's just try to have a good team fight.
How do you have a good team fight though if you don't have your dev one? All comes out only on one. He doesn't give a damn. Just takes his stun. Now Seneko. Well, there's Phoenix there coming out, setting up everything else, and now you just have to run. Doing the delta split here. Meanwhile, on the back, Ditcherman not quite dead just yet. Sunstrike comes out. Not killing anyone either. Not sure where that was, but hey, hashtag space created. That's the second Sun Dragon coming down. They can't finish off top one as the tier 2 is still standing there, but oh, Dandy comes in. Ditcherado, he's called out. The tornado should finish him off. Has the meatball on top as well if necessary. There's not the damage back. Will finish out the Phoenix, but that's the only thing they can get. The GG is called Navi. They fall in this game number 3 and 35-6. It's not falling, this is not normal falling, this is like falling off the edge of a cliff. A really big cliff, the Grand Canyon or something, I don't know.
Yeah, they just got smacked around this game. Yeah, that was Not a good game plan. They got super greedy on the side of Navi, and then just once that first nighttime, we talked about it, they just start putting all the pressure out in the right areas. Seneko, you know, I think this will be the first time in, I don't even know, 26-minute game